Hey there Mustangs, I'm Stephan Bosnjak.
And I'm DiSalvo.
In this month's highlights video, we're featuring events from Marquette. Up first is Special Olympics, which came with a twist. Associate Executive Producer Elliott Jorgensen takes us to this event.
Marquette just held its third annual Special Olympics. This student-organized event gives athletes with varying abilities the chance to participate in physical activities. This year, a new organization was introduced to this event, Duo Dogs.
But this is Mango. Mango is 3.5 years old, and she's a mini golden doodle. I knew I wanted a dog that had a purpose, for us to have a purpose together, and so I researched it. A neighbor told me about Duo Dogs, and many other people told me about Duo Dogs, and so that's who we contacted. And I think my aha moment was when I realized, like when we go to the hospital, how much the staff gets out of it. Or even here, the volunteers, how much they get out of it. You think you're going just for the patients, but the staff just cannot wait. But I just love all the interactions. She had some very special moments.
My favorite part to see all the dogs because some of them knows me, some of them almost like my puppies. My favorite is two of them. One is a black, one is a bit orange. Puppies is so adorable when I saw.
We wanted something fun. Last year we had Fredbird, so we thought just having some dogs around would make a lot of kids smile. So I reached out to them, and it's been great. So Duo Dogs actually has a couple ways, kind of not of payment, but of ways to show appreciation for them coming out. So we came up with a list of ideas that they would use for their organization, and so we had a bin out front to collect some donations. I think the dogs were a big hit. I'm happy that they came. I think they made a lot of the athletes really happy, especially if, sports aren't always the athlete's favorite thing. We try to have a little bit of everything so they have a good day no matter what.
Next, join us on a trip with the Marquette Choir. From April 3rd to 7th, Marquette Choir students in the Rockwood Combined Choir traveled to New York City to join a mass choir with students from across the country in Carnegie Hall's Harmonic Convergence.
Today we're going to be on the buses a lot because we're going to an observation for our singing, and we're also meeting all the other people performing at Carnegie Hall. And then we're going to go see Hamilton, which is supposed to be really cool and really fun.
We're really excited to have Marquette traveling with the other 3 high schools in the Rockwood School District for this trip. We have a lot of great shows that we're going to go see. We're performing at Carnegie Hall. We're going to get to see the 9/11 Memorial, as well as a number of other places, Times Square, things like that throughout the trip.
Times Square was really interesting. Times Square was really busy. It was a very fun experience for that. We watched Wicked, and that was really fun because the musical was really well produced. I like that a lot.
My favorite part of this experience is probably going to Gale's Broadway Rose. That was really cool. And the Carnegie Hall experience, it was beautiful. It was so big, and there were so many people there, and the acoustics were amazing. It was a really cool experience that I'm really glad I had.
The St. Louis area experienced a partial solar eclipse last month. See how Marquette celebrated the occasion.
We got the solar eclipse here at Marquette High School. I've heard that it's not going to be as insane as the one in 2017, but it still should be cool nonetheless. Back then, people were a little bit more interested, so I enjoyed the environment a little bit more when I was in 5th grade, but it's still great now.
The one in 2017, I think there was a little bit more anticipation for it. First of all, it hadn't happened in these students' lives, but also, it was totality here. This one is the second one in 6 or 7 years, and it's not totality, so I don't know that there's as much anticipation for it, but it's still exciting nonetheless, and it's still a neat thing to be a part of because it's not going to happen again for a long time. It's definitely been memorable. It's something they're going to be able to share with their kids down the road. When there's an eclipse, 40 years from now, they'll be able to say, oh, I remember back in 2024 that there was an eclipse and we all got to go on the football field together and share that moment as a class, as a school.
For a solar eclipse to occur, the moon has to pass between sun and earth. So it can only happen during the new moon phase. I'm like, well, why am I not seeing it every month then? To be within that shadow, it's only 170 miles wide. If you're not within that 170 miles, you're not going to witness a total solar eclipse. So it will occur once a year, twice a year in different locations. So it is unique, but over your particular location, it's not going to happen, but maybe once or twice in a lifetime.
And finally, Captain Tijak visited Marquette to help motivate students. Co-online publisher Rhianna tells us more.
I just got to the Marines. I didn't know if they were going to support me in what I wanted to do.
Recently, Miss Military 2023 Captain Riley Tijak of the United States Marine Corps visited MHS to speak with students and tell her story. Part of that story includes becoming a bobsledder and now being a Team USA bobsled pilot.
I decided to try something I never have before, put myself out there and try out for the bobsled team. They were looking for women and people that, had a calling to do hard, fast sport. And I said, well, might as well try. I think since I was a young girl, always wanted to be an Olympian, was like the top level, right? You would watch the Olympics with your family and knew that that was the highest level of sport you could possibly get to. I didn't really think it was ever reality up until recently when I decided that I was going to pursue bobsled heavily.
Captain Tijak also shares the reason why she's investing in the next generation.
My whole goal and my job and my inspiration is to show women what is possible. There's no reason that they can't do anything that they want to do. My big thing is, if not you, then who? And I want them to realize that it can be them, it should be them, and that they have the tools and the people that supports them in order to accomplish that goal and dream.
I think it was just very confidence boosting to hear that from somebody who used to doubt what she could do when she was younger but became super successful in her lifetime. Something I learned from Captain Tijak is that you always have the ability to achieve your dreams.
While Captain Tijak wants to encourage young women specifically, there is a message that can be applicable to everyone.
My goal and dream through these visits are letting people hear my story through being completely vulnerable and authentic, that they can find something that they resonate with and that I can hopefully inspire them to unleash their potential and something that they've always wanted to do in their life as well.
What she left me with was that it's important to understand your value as a person and that you always bring someone to the table. And it's also inspiring to know that one person can do so much.
Don't let fear hold you back, because it could really set you up for what the future looks like. And your older you will thank you for what the younger you is doing.
That's a wrap for today's MHS News May Highlights video.
Be on the lookout for our next highlights video coming out with the Marquette Messenger senior issue next week.
In the meantime, stay connected with us at Your MHS News on Instagram for video teasers and fun content.
Until then, I'm Angel DiSalvo.
And I'm Stephan Bosnjak, signing off for MHS News. What's up, Marquette? Welcome back to another Taste Test Tuesday. I'm Stephan Bosnjak. Right here, we've got the one and only Harris Ellington, and we're back at it again, tasting some more products. Today, it is the 20th anniversary of Baja Blast, which means that if you remember when Baja Blast came out, you are officially old. Now we have 3 flavors of Mountain Dew Baja Blast that we will be testing. The first one we have is Original Taco Bell, everything you love.
All right. Cheers.
It tastes a little watered down.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Next, we've got Point Break Punch.
Oh.
This is Pepto-Bismol Pink. Cheers.
Cheers.
That does not go down easy.
No,
that does not
no,
go
it
down
really
the hatch
doesn't.
light.
That's a swallower, that one.
Now we have Laguna Lemonade. What does that smell like?
It smells like apple cider. I'm
Cheers.
gonna let you guys know, I'm probably not gonna like this already.
I don't know what flavor that is.
No, it's
that
not
is not
lemonade.
I don't know what flavor that is. It might just be brown Listerine.
I want to have to do this.